So Hillary Clinton is now pretending like she did not call Donald Trump an illegitimate president when he beat her in 2016. She's expressing her horror and how indignant she is over him challenging the 2020 election results. And okay, that's fine. You can say you don't like how Trump behaved after, whatever, his loss, January 6th, the whole bit. But you cannot, if you are Hillary Clinton, play the whatever challenge and election result card. You're the one person who should really be quiet. You and Stacey Abrams should be deafeningly quiet on that issue, but she didn't get the memo because here she was on CBS the other night, soundbite 12.
What's your takeaway about the January 6th committee and Donald Trump's actions?
I would not be honest if I didn't say I think there was a seditious conspiracy against the government of the United States, and that's a crime.
Led by Donald Trump.
Led by Donald Trump, encouraged by Donald Trump. I was the Secretary of State. I spent, many days on airplanes flying from place to place, encouraging people to have a real democracy. And one of the hallmarks of a real democracy is the peaceful transfer of power. Was I happy when I beat Donald Trump by nearly 3 million votes but lost the Electoral College? No, I was not happy. Did I even for a nanosecond think I'm going to claim victory and try to get the Democrats to refuse to certify the election? No.
Okay. She did not beat Donald Trump.
Honestly.
She well knows. Go ahead, Larry.
She joined the lawsuit that Jill Stein filed to overturn the results in Wisconsin, and Hillary filed a separate motion to have the recount conducted by hand. As you pointed out, for the entirety of President Trump's presidency, she referred to him as illegitimate over and over and over again in speeches, in book signings, on television appearances. And she referred to the election of 2016 as stolen. To what effect? Jay Johnson, Obama's DHS secretary, testified under oath that while the Russians tried mightily, they failed to change a single vote tally in 2016. They failed to change a single one. A YouGov poll 2018 found that 66% of Democrats, a supermajority of Democrats, believe the Russians, quote, changed vote tallies, close quote, in order to elect Donald Trump. The second major finding of the 1,000-page intelligence report on the 2016 election was that we don't know whether or not the Russian interference altered the outcome of the election or altered public opinion. Obviously, there was interference. Jay Johnson testified that we have no idea what effect it had. Gallup poll 2018, Megyn, 78% of Democrats believe the Russian interference, quote, altered the outcome of the election. In other words, a greater percentage of Democrats believe 2016 was stolen. The Republicans who feel the same way. Benny Thompson is the chair of the January 6th committee. January 2005, he joined 30 other Democrats to decertify the election in Ohio. Had that been successful, George W. Bush would not have been reelected. He argued, as did the Democrats, that the debolt election machines that were used were rigged in order to elect George W. Bush. No evidence whatsoever that the debolt voting machines were rigged, yet Benny Thompson, the chair of the January 6th committee, made that argument. And you're right about Stacey Abrams. She still claims that she got ripped off in 2018. Al Gore still believes he won the election in 2000. So Democrat after Democrat over the years, including Maxine Waters and Senator Barbara Boxer of California, have argued that elections were stolen. Nobody accuses them of undermining our republic. Nobody accuses them of engaging in some sort of insurrection against the government. It's insulting. And for Hillary with a straight face to make the argument she just now did is almost jaw-dropping. Even for her, that's pretty shameless.
Even for her. Here's just a couple of examples. You said it. She indeed did say illegitimate president repeatedly. Here's just one example, SOT 13.
First, I do think that he knows that he's an illegitimate president.
So that was 2019. She's still saying it 3 years into his presidency. SOT 14 goes on to say the election was stolen from her, which is pretty damn close to, did I ever say I'm going to claim victory? If you're saying it's stolen from you, pretty much the same thing as saying you won. Here she is.
I think it's also critical to understand that, as I've been telling candidates who have come to see me, you can run the best campaign. You can even become the nominee, and you can have the election stolen from you.
Yeah. So she's on tape. She should take a seat.
Of course. And I'll tell you somebody else who said that the election was rigged by the Russians. Jimmy Carter. Jimmy Carter said it in 2019, the former president of the United States. And John Lewis, the respected member, longtime member of the House, referred to Donald Trump as illegitimate, refused to attend his inaugural, as did 25% of the Democrat congressional delegation. And the pushback on Hillary is that, well, Hillary conceded, Donald Trump didn't. False. They both conceded. Neither of them used the C word. The second pushback, of course, is that Hillary didn't go to court. As I pointed out, she did. And the third pushback is, well, Hillary's supporters did not storm the Capitol on January 6th. That's because Hillary wasn't president on January 6th. But recall in November 2016, when she lost the election, there were 4 days of protests in the streets of America, 40 different cities, including violent protests. And the third week of January 2017, when Donald Trump was inaugurated, there were 200 people who were arrested in D.C. for violent protests. So the idea that Hillary's supporters would have gone quietly to that good night had the shoe been on the other foot is refuted by those examples.
And they did stand up, Democrats, at the certification and object to the procedure and say that it was fraudulent in various states. Quite a few Democrats did that, as Ted Cruz, as Josh Hawley did. So they did that too. There is a growing sense of instability and uncertainty in America these days. The price of everything seems to be way up. Food prices, especially, have the nation reeling. But what if you could grow your own food? More and more people are doing this. Let me introduce you to ARC Seed Kits. If you're sitting there thinking, I don't know where to begin, this is where you begin. ARC Seed Kits is a family-owned and operated business providing heirloom seeds for over 13 years now. ARC Seeds wants to get heirloom seeds into every home in America. 99% of seeds sold today do not have the ability to reproduce. Only heirloom seeds can be harvested and regrown year after year. ARC's desire to equip every home in America with the ability to grow and harvest its own food led it to create the all-in-one seed kit. It's designed to grow calorie-dense vegetables and fruits to sustain any home at any time. This is so cool. You're even going to get a seed guide that will give you everything you need to know about growing and harvesting every variety included in the kit. For a limited time, we've partnered with ARC to offer a 10% discount code as well. So if you go to arcseedkits.com and enter MK Seeds, you will get your 10% discount code and be on your way to food and economic security, helping you, your family, and your community. Visit ARC, A-R-K, seedkits.com to order your seed kits today. Use that code MK Seeds to get your discount. Hey, thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.